Hey everyone, Mrs. Peterson here, and we're going to go ahead and get those polygon tools that are going to help us with our perspective. So this time we're going to go down here, which was the line, and we're going to go ahead and pick the polygon tool. Now mine is already set, but I'm going to take you through it. And we want fill nothing, and we want to change the color of the stroke so that the left hand vanishing point is a different color than the right hand vanishing point. So you can pick whatever color you want. So maybe I'll pick this lavender for the first one that I'm going to make. And this has to go down to 1 point. Okay. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to pick this, make sure that this is 100. And right now I'm on shape, okay? And when I'm in shape, I go down here. And right now we're going to do symmetric, and symmetric just means that it's going to be a perfect circle. Later on, you can get creative and do freeform, and that really creates some other depth perception, but we're just going to try to make it look, at this point, unless you want a challenge, we're going to make them just symmetric right now. So you're going to push the symmetric, and this is really important, change the star ratio to 1. Right now you probably have it at 100, but we're going to change it to 1, and when we do that, it's going to keep a 1% here. So that I'm almost ready. I have to go to shape and pick path, and for the path I need to make sure that it is 1 point here. So it's on path, and I need to make sure that it's 1 point here, which I have already done, so I'm sort of redoing that for you. And once that I pick that it is 1 point, then I'm actually going to go back and switch this path back to shape. Okay, so we've got all that going on. This might not have shown up before, or maybe that little line is there, but if you pick path, then it will make that work for you. So we need to make really big polygons that are going to go across our paper. So we're going to start, and we're going to try to make it as big as we can. This is why we need a big canvas, and look, it's just stuck somewhere out here, and that's kind of hard to deal with. And there's one way that you can do by switching these back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, but I prefer actually to pick the moving tool, okay, and then I'm going to do Command T for transform, because when I pick Command T for transform, I can make sure that the link is linked right here, and I'm going to make that bigger so that I know for sure that it'll go across my page, okay, that it'll go across my page. And what I really want to do is I want to try to get it to touch that line right now. And it will, and we'll go back in a larger size and make sure that it does. But now I've got it. It's gone across my page at least. I mean, I could make it smaller if I need to, but it has to at least go across my page, and I want to make it stick to that line. And you might not see it now, but we'll go back and look at that. So now I have one, and it appears I have a tiny little polygon somewhere, which I'm going to get rid of. But this polygon 2 is going to be my lavender guide. And then I'm going to start a new layer. And there's my lavender guide, and we see it. So I could right now zoom in, and then I could go ahead and push Command T. Sorry, I would need to be on the lavender guide. Push Command T and make sure that that is on the lavender guide. And it clicks onto it. If you see, it'll click onto it because we have it clicking to the layers. And here's the line that I had drawn earlier. If you notice, it's right there in the middle of that. So we're going to go through that procedure again for the other side. The only difference on that one, here, let me check mark. The only difference on that one is when you go to start your next layer, you need to pick the polygon tool and change this color again So we're going to change the color here to a different color. So it cannot be lavender again. It could be, let's see, what's opposite? I'll pick this, I'll pick yellow. No, yellow's bad. I'll pick blue. So now I'm going to do the same thing, and my guide will turn out blue. And what will end up being is I will have one on this side that's lavender and one on this side that's blue. And I'll go ahead and do that, and you guys can catch up with me, and we'll go on to the next step. Love you, Miss Ready. Go out and change your world for the better. Bye.